What's going on? And welcome back to the channel. Man, it has been a long time since I've done a video. I think the last one was maybe a knife video, the lift on the Bronco. I'm not certain, but I've got some products here I'm gonna show you. These are going to be coming to the channel later on, maybe after the first of the year. Not 100% certain with the holidays coming up. Schedule is gonna get tight, but nevertheless, we've got some SPELAB products right here that I want to show you. And actually, we're gonna take one of them apart and see what it looks like on the inside. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're gonna be doing a different intake horn. SPELABs, they take care of me pretty good by featuring some of their new products on my channel. These aren't so new anymore, but they are going to be new to me. We're gonna fit these on my 6.7 Cummins and see what they look like. First and foremost, we do have a new intake horn with a grid heater delete. Everything come in just whatever they had, because we will strip these off and powder coat them to match the truck. You guys know I have the Illusion Raspberry on there right now, so we're gonna do maybe this plate in black, and then we're gonna do the intake horn, I don't know, maybe we'll do it in pink just like what we have on the truck. But this comes from SPELABs. This is a complete grid heater delete kit with intake horn and plenum plate. You do get some gaskets in there as well. You get all the necessary harness for your EGR valve. You get your different fuel lines. You do get some other gaskets that come in this kit. You get some hardware, some block off. The truck is deleted, so you know we are not going to be using any of the wiring harnesses or anything like that. I did from Black Market Performance, they have the grid heater coil. So when I do away with the grid heater plate that's factory in the truck because of that bolt, we are going to put the coil, and it screws right in the top right there. So this is one of the reasons why I picked this up, or why I had them send this to me, so we could do the grid heater delete on my 6.7. Since my truck is deleted, we are going to have to add the block off plate for the top, and then I do have the butterfly as well. So all this stuff will be deleted. I noticed that another company, and maybe SPELABs will be coming out with it soon, they do have a plate, or a sandwich plate, that goes in the middle right here, and you can actually put your grid heater right in here, which I think I like that better, because this still is sitting right over top of your intake plenum. So if something falls off of this, it's still going down in your engine, just like, you know, you're doing this for a reason. With this right here, if something falls off, it's still going down inside your engine, and most of the time it goes back to cylinder 5 or 6, from what I understand. So I'm kind of on the fence if I even like putting the grid heater on top, or putting it in that sandwich plate that goes in between here and here. So I do like that option a lot better. All it does is heat the air up, so we might try and find that sandwich plate that goes in there. But I wanted to show you this. This is new to me from SPELABs. There will be links down in the description if you guys want to check those out. This is going to be coming to the channel. So let's get this cleaned up and get the next item unboxed and show you what I got going on. Alright, the next item I have is a catch can. You guys know that I'm running the SPELAB valve cover, which aesthetically it's pretty nice, but it's not baffled like they say it's supposed to be. But they did come out with a catch can to match the competitors, which I think is pretty cool. Just like the intake horn, this matches one of their competitors as well at a fraction of the cost. So we're gonna put this on the truck. The nice thing about this, it's got two -12 inlets. It is vented on top. It comes with some line You do have some rubber hose here with a one-way check valve. It does come with two -1290s to push lock. This will go from the top of the catch can just like that. We're gonna go both of these in the top of the catch can. That'll get mounted and go towards the two ports on the valve cover. So this needs to be torn apart and blasted and powder coated as well. But I want to take this apart and see exactly how this is manufactured. One thing I forgot to mention, you do have the drain on the bottom side that goes directly down into the crankcase right behind the CP3, which I think is pretty cool. That's why they have the one-way check valve in there. Or you can go just straight hose down into the crankcase if you want, if you so choose. But it is vented, so you don't have to worry about having an atmospheric vent because it's already built into the can. So I'm gonna grab an Allen wrench, pull this out of the bottom, and hopefully everything comes apart because I do want to strip this, blast it, and powder coat it to match everything else on my truck. So let's grab an Allen wrench and see what's inside. Before I get started taking it apart, wanted to mention it does come with some various hardware and some hose clamps, and it does come with the bracket. This will mount right here like that, and then it mounts right up just in front of your intake horn, right in front of the intake horn. So that'll mount just like that, and then your ports will come from your valve cover into here, and like I said, this goes down to that factory drain behind your CP3. So, and then you do get some instructions as well. But right now, we're gonna pull this apart and see what's inside. If you guys want to pick these up, I do have a discount code from SPELAB. It's in the description, plus both of these products is in the description as well. Went along bolt. So actually this one is baffled. You can see the baffling on the inside, and then that side is your vent, just like that. So that looks pretty nice. Well, that's going to be quite interesting to get that put back together because they have the baffling or your bolt on the baffle side. So to get this bolt up and through here, it might be a little bit difficult because it just doesn't push up through the screen. It is an O-ring top and bottom. So I'm hoping to get this all tore apart so we can get it powder coated. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see, to say the least. Taking this baffle material out of here so we can tear it the rest of the way apart. Well, at least this is baffled, unlike their valve cover. Just checking to make sure there was no issues there. If you look how their machining is and where the O-ring is, you can see it on this one right here. You can see how they have their bit plunged in, and then it almost like they drilled a hole, and then they start machining their O-ring. I wanted to shine a light on that edge right there because if you look inside, it almost looks like, if you can see way down in there, it almost looks like there is a possibility for oil leaks, but nevertheless, it is all sealed up. You got this separator plate right there. It looks like these two bolts, these two socket heads there, bolt into this separator plate, and then the rest of it can come apart. I'll take out these -12s and be able, and then also the rest of the screen plate and baffle plate, and I'll be able to blast and coat this. I think I'm gonna leave the top and the top and the bottom black, and then make this inside body pink to match my truck. And then maybe, hopefully, when I put this together, it can be assembled in any direction. Not certain. So anyway, guys, if you guys are in the market for a catch can, this is to match their competitors. So far, I'm impressed with the way it is manufactured, the way it comes apart, so you can powder coat everything. Or if you're in the market for a new intake horn, grid heater delete, check out SPELAB. Links are in the description. With that being said, that's pretty much all I have for today. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear outweighed the mercy.